Catholic church. People go in to pray. It's over 500 years old. All restored. Nothing is wrong with it. There's lots of little shops downtown. People that go shopping in this each little tent. People eating. And we have lots of little shops. Flowers. You can buy flowers real cheap. Lots of other real places. Where?
These are some pipes that are playing. You'll have to ask Greg what it means. But it means something, and they quit praying inside. Okay, I see him. This guy's playing a bugle right up there. There we go.
Here. Oh. Behind these girls is talking. He's feeding the pigeons right there. He's been doing that for a while. Dad. They buy food and then they feed them. Swarms and swarms of pigeons come. He's totally surrounded by pigeons everywhere, but he doesn't mind. Though I hate pigeons. Oh, just wanting all that food.
Alright, inside here is we're still at the Centrum, just right off of where we were. And now we're going into this huge building that's all shops.
Yeah. Now I'm just picking up flowers. Good people's house that we're going to go to tonight. Really pretty. Some are really cheap and some are really expensive. These are the ones I wanted better. Right. Those pretty? They're all really nice. From $20 to about $40. I like the one on the top. These are the flowers we decided to get. They were $17 in Polish, and that makes them about $4 in American. And he also gave us these. Perfect.
Okay, now you're recording. Just talk. Get that train. Mike, do you have any money? Here. Tape pen. Are you taping?
No.
Here, Greg, I gotta. Your camera's crooked. I can't get in there. Don't wreck that. Why should we just throw those two he gave us away? Why did this escape?
What?
Here, Kinga.
2 gyro? 1?
One for me.
Well, let's try one.
There's nothing on it.
Again, you're recording. Don't be Again?
It's going in.
Okay, you can shut it off.
How?
Można prosić się mnie trochę? Dziękuję bardzo. Proszę spacer. Proszę wystarczy.
Hold on.
Yeah, right here's watch out, Hawker, this little car. Remember to breathe. That we don't know what they sell. Milk or watches.
We're going into a store and we have no idea what we're gonna buy. This is Poland. Oh, he pulled over.
We're getting ready now to go.
See the wolf?
So what Mom can go try.
Up the mountain. Those rugs there are very cheap. There's the mountains here in the city that we're trying to work our way up to.
This is the thing, we're supposed to like go up inside there, but it's closed. We're stupid. This is almost like the Dells, but there's not as many American shops.
Ostatnim czasem. A teraz będziesz.
This place is actually pretty boring. There's some Polish as well. I won't pull this guy.
Here we are in Hawkins on a four-wheeler going around the track. Mom, what town are we in?
Zakopane.
We're in Zakopane. And across from us the mountains. There's the ski jumps. He's having the time of his life.
No, they might just be little.
There goes Kinga.
Yeah.
That's great. That's what Jake is. I love this all the time.
Buy one of those
There goes Max. Guess where he's going? Chasing Kinga.
Go by yourself is expensive. Go with other people.
Park.
Check that out.
Yeah.
It's a
We're just
sleigh.
waiting
I
for a
know.
family from Warsaw to go on these horse rides with us. What is it?
That's the mail. Morsky Oko is probably the lake.
Lot of coal and a lot of problems with coal mine workers. The kind of
Like a disease, you mean? Or?
yeah, it's a kind of structural unemployment. They now stop.
So there's really not that many people there, you know. 15 people at the tea plant, you know. With all the machines do that. How are they going to make that better?
Well, I think it's a matter of time. That young people must move from countryside to cities to educate, to learn languages, to study good sciences like computer science, everything what high technology.
See, I think they did that in our country about like 70 years ago.
You got permanent, but you did nothing. And that was why we had crisis in Poland.
Was that trouble? That made trouble with the money then, didn't it?
Yes,
If you're paying people to
because of the low quality.
okay.
So they stayed in Poland, and Poles had to buy it. And that's why everybody had job, because they were producing goods, but nobody outside of Poland wanted to buy it.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to buy a Polish car, nobody wanted to buy anything that was
Right.
Polish, probably except of food.
Right.
Polish vodka was well known, and Polish ham, and
Yeah, I think there were.
no way to sell it. And that is
Very pretty. Just took the top off
Daj
the
tą
bar.
gumkę tamto, daj to. Będzie widoku trochę więcej.
No.
Mówię zaraz, ale nadal się idziemy.
Ty się teraz ciesz, że masz widok mało. nie? With white, with... Policeman, wiesz, jak to
Very pretty with the water running down.
One month ago, Germany said that the Krakow probably, as they say, I know if this is true, but probably this is... Well, yeah, during the war, it was, they liked Krakow and they made Krakow as a kind of operational center for the war. So they took it over. Yeah, the German headquarters stayed in Krakow, so Krakow stayed untouched for a long time, and as they say, it was in 50% thanks to Russia. They have to thank to Russia because they made a quick move and they saved Krakow before destroying it.
So the Americans didn't save anything in Poland, huh? They didn't get here in time?
I don't know.
Did the Russians liberate Poland?
Whole country was Russian.
Because we went through France.
Yes, France and Russian and Americans, they managed to get as far to the west. Russians and the same Americans, they were trying to get as far as possible to the east. And they met in Berlin, and that's why you had them Berlin and Poland was...
Is the snow always here in the summertime?
Stay out here. America has almost the only tornadoes. I think there's some Russians. No, they're not there. I thought I read waterfalls. We have snow. What is it? Yeah, they're building houses. They build little houses. Yeah.
Horses are resty now. That's where Hawken just got his. Oh my goodness, I didn't know the lake was going to be frozen. Proud of it.
Christmas picture?
Yeah.
Good, man.
There's the people that we're on the ride with from Warsaw.
Oh, I see.
What?
Can I just talk about it?
Huh?
This is Morskie Oko, and the Pope, John Paul, was here in 1997, right where we are. That is cool because it was only 3 years ago. Okay, what do you say in Polish? Can you say something? Video. Pretty good. That's something better.
You know? Here's Anne relaxing in the sun. Pretend you're talking to somebody Polish. There's Kinga. I can come over here. Haken. This is the lodge building in the mountains. There's a lake that's frozen. Haken. Haken, go over there and look at those little benches. Why? Because I want them to build those. No, the one Kinga's sitting on. Lift it up, Mac.
How simple that would be.
You just gotta cut one in half.
That cloth has all that wood.
We can do that with a chainsaw, man.
How did they attach it? Then they cut a little
Kinga,
chip
get
on the
up.
bottom.
Kinga. I think they just put... Kinga, get up. Here we got Kinga on film being cooperative.
Yeah.
Kinga, you just gotta ride up here for an hour. Get up.
We'll show her boyfriend this.
Yeah, whatever.
No, I don't want it tipped over. All I want to do is see the seat. Just get away now. I think they just drill a hole and put 4 pegs in. This is the mountain. There was an avalanche just a ways back there. All the trees are across the road and had to cut them.
Well, that's probably why there's no trees here.
Maybe that's why there's no trees here. That's my beautiful shoes. Ah, they're dirty.
There's one of the little cars that are here, and they're everywhere. Greg and I don't agree on riding these. Would never have one if they gave them to me. And Greg thinks they're okay to drive. Heading home now. It's a long way back off the mountain. We're at the grocery store, and that apartment building that you see is where we're staying. John and Marta's apartment. There's many of those here. There's a lot of people running around right now here in this neighborhood. I think there's a school. Greg and Max are in this grocery store getting some water and getting directions how to get to Auschwitz. There's just people everywhere. You can see this little car in front of me. It's just amazing, these little cars. There's a blue one. And a Polish mom taking her little boy to school. Typical Polish men. Here comes Max and Greg with their water. City English.
This is the place for everybody has kids. All the languages everybody has. It's kind of cool. I had 2 buildings and this is Wolfhole. This is the first Auschwitz. There's another one right there. This is what we're going to see right now on a tour like that, but all those people speak another language. There's so many things to see, and it's really sad.
mom. She's talking to people. This is where we are. This is Auschwitz. I guess there's a lot of people here. I don't really know what's going on. There's Hawken. Ah!
It's on the record.
That's sweet.
Just spraying black people in New York.
It's like some pretty little car.
What?
Go stand by. Hold on, come back here, Hawken. Here's a nice car. Hawken, go stand by it, see how small it is. That's one of the newer ones. They have older ones that are super tiny. Here's another super tiny car. This one's a 4-door. It's pretty small.
You have to cut a hole up in the top for you to drive. That would stick out the whole
It's a little tiny car. That's the name of them. There, I'm taping now.
Okay. This is good stuff. It's sauerkraut and something sauerkraut hash stew. And I'm eating it at the Auschwitz Museum. Max is going to be really boring and he's going to go get some pizza. Okay, here's Max eating his pizza.
Yeah, it's too hot. Turn it off, Mom.
This is good stuff. This is where they entered.
Just go in a circle.
Right? Everybody chose on a different nationality, and those probably are the French or Poles. Or with the English-speaking group, obviously. Looks like she's going into the extermination.
Taken from Birkenau after the war, and this place commemorates all those who perished. Always the time for its last. First are fields. Old forests were sent to the bank of the Third Reich Army for Auschwitz, as well as valuables, either fully or somewhere else, where the road trades sold. So according to the Nazi regulations, nothing should be wasted. Everything should be recycled. As people set fire to the warehouses to hide the evidence. All the warehouses in Birkenau called Canada II were completely destroyed. Nothing was left. Canada 1 was saved, and that's why in a minute in the next building you're going to see again smoke. According to the soldiers, according to survivors, there were were taken in Canada 1, so in those warehouses what are not destroyed. And look at the heaps, at the piles of various items. Used in German hospitals, either by soldiers, injured soldiers coming back from the front, or by civilians. So by those people who the deportees, as well as dates of places of birth, sometimes numbers of transport, sometimes even addresses, like for example Vienna. Over there you can even see a suit got killed immediately upon the arrival. Only the strongest ones, only those who had some value, were more than 14 years of age, who could work, were taken to the concentration camp. Depending on the country, origin, perhaps even social status. The best shoes after disinfecting were sold and taken to for reuse. The worst ones were taken to shoe factories. Sometimes valuables were found in the shoes. They were hidden between the sole and the leather part, gold items. In those two cases, you can see every shoe polish and Auschwitz, so extermination. Of all their clothes, they were shaken, disinfected, bathed, given uniforms in various stripes. The left fora usually, because, for example, Soviets had their tattoos on the chest, while babies born in the women's camp in Birkenau had their tattoos on the thighs, on the buttocks. Of course, that picture was taken in those people were then taken to so-called quarantine for about 6 or 8 weeks sometimes. And only those of them who survived the quarantine were assigned, were taken to the also in agriculture, or built railway lines, or cleaned up fishing ponds. Day by day, prisoners died or were killed in the camp. Their corpses had to be dragged, had to be transported to the camp by the colleagues to be counted at evening roll call. Each case of death had to be documented.
Look how he killed everybody. He was hung. Now we're going in there. This is a gas chamber. People who could fit in here. I'll be killed.
Two incinerators for the guard, just in case. When leaving the building, on the left, you will see one more up and one. Those people, but no time after the Soviets were
That's the building where the guy lived that got hung and he owned everything and kind of like ran the camp right there. This is the camp. There. It stretches for about a mile, all the way down that way. Lots of the things are ruined. All the places where they burned all the people are gone.
in the roof. No heating. Over on both sides you can see such heaters, but they didn't work. No fuel. And according again to survivors, especially in the mornings, outside there were heaps of corpses waiting for their turn to be taken to crematoriums and burned. Day by day prisoners were dying. You cannot see here any toilet.
These are all the women's barracks. We were right there. Yeah, right there.
Im Jahr 1990 folgten die politische Veränderungen Polen nach Westen, waren Kontakte mit erfolgte eine Korrektur, Warschau, Freitischer Kapital, als die Zahl der Verworfenen auf nicht weniger als 1,1 Millionen, nicht mehr als 1,5 Millionen. Und daraus neue die Zahl der Verankerten.
Hawken, turn around.
Dieses Gebäude in der Quelle, das war eine neue Kommandatur hier in Birkenau. In der Nähe war auch Hundestelle für 100 neu gebaute SS-Kaserne und SS-Lazarett. Und heute dieses Gebäude, das ist katholische. Wieder kleine Postankette, also Stacheldrahtzaun, hölzerne Wachthindern, die Abstände von 50 Meter und zusätzlich Gräber. Und das ganze Gelände war sehr sumpfig, feuchtig. Wir haben ein bayerisches Klima und Fischteilchen, Ackerbau.
Push me, go back to the car. That's one of the burned down gas chambers.
It's a joint effort, you realize? So it's a joint effort.
Where's the other one? They're not different language.
I think that's all these plaques are part of the monument.
Does that mean it's forbidden to step on the
Are those ashes?
Well, they'd be all washed down into the soil by now. You can walk around it that way.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of people will die right here.
And sometimes they hated those people more than the Germans.
Okay, here we are. It's Thursday night. Ooh, I think this is like Monday, Thursday. Anyway, we had a beautiful day, but it was thundering when we were at Auschwitz, and then we finally came to Trzeznau and it started to rain. So just people are out walking their dogs. Greg's in the house cooking, and that's where we'll go next. Max is watching Polish television.
Przeważnie są uprzejmi, choć zdarzają się także tacy, którzy wiedzą dokładnie czego chcą.
And Max is eating steak. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to eat this plate of sauerkraut that Greg bought me out of a wooden barrel at the Supermax grocery store. Kinga and Hagen are busy eating their steaks and spaghetti. Here was Max's bed. They slept like a log last night. It's kind of messy. And then here's the kitchen where Kinga's eating.
Bananas and jammies.
Greg's eating steak and mushrooms. Marta, we need to do lots of dishes when we're done. We promise you that they'll be all clean when you come home.
You know, do like a bigger door. How much?
Greg is pretty happy about his steaks because we can buy steaks like this for 75 cents.
No, these are 40 cents.
Oh, they were 40. They were a little more today.
40 cents.
40 cents.
Cheaper.
Yes.
And the mushrooms are, that's 40 cents worth of mushrooms.
And that's 40 cents worth of mushrooms.
Here's some cereal.
Okay, here we are. It's Good Friday. Oh my goodness. Marta, you'll be really proud of us because we're being like all your neighbors and letting everything fresh outside, I guess is what they do. It's, as you can see, everybody else, that's the thing to do here. There are dogs everywhere barking. It's like trying to find a dog, but I can't find it because they're little dogs. A few big dogs. And then they bark from each other's balconies. A lot of people are hanging out their wash.
Oh, Kramer. 1,700 square feet probably. Our house is Stop it.
Kinga, she's had a little rough time on this trip.
Get away!
We are really, really lazy.
Yeah, your mom.
This is the salt mine. They're talking.
It's halfway now. Halfway.
We're halfway down the mine. There's like 65 landing. That's how far we've gone.
Last part.
Oh, that's okay.
want it to be action. There's Kinga going down into her mine. We've talked. Where's the light? How do you turn the light on?
The night shot.
This light. Now we're down in the mine. Kinga's scared. Kinga, this is your mine. We're down 200 feet. We're gonna end up down 400. It's 57 degrees here year round.
So you can sit down for a moment. This chamber is dedicated to Nicholas Copernicus, the biggest Polish astronomer, born in 1473. 500 years later, this day, it isn't the day of his death, of course. It is the date when our miner and sculptor, Mr. Hapek, carved inside this block of salt statue to him, to Nicholas Copernicus. He was the first man that proved with calculation that the Earth turns around the Sun and not reversely. In 1493, he was a student in the Krakow University. After we come, this is the
They're back now.
This is the chapel made once ended the 17th century. Inside this little chamber we have 4 statues of saints that are made inside salt. This is Saint Francis of Assisi. This one is Saint Dominic with gold. On the right side we have the Saint Paul with sword. And this one is Saint Paul with sword. Saint Peter with keys is this one. With keys. With keys. So these statues were renovated in the 19th century because before the centuries this wall was here. From the other side, on the other side was shaft, and by this shaft came inside the mine ventilation air with melted water drops inside. This water condensated on cold surfaces of statues, dissolved them. The result.
Up until the 13th century, salt symbolized wealth in Europe. In Poland, however, it was a rarity. At that time, Bolesław the Bashful reigned from Krakow, the capital of Poland. It was he who was impatiently awaiting the arrival of his Hungarian fiancée.